Hey guys, welcome back. So we've already looked at initial conversations and we've moved on from there now, starting to look at how to go further on your path to making and keeping friends. In my last 3 videos, I gave you tips on how to arrange, host and behave at meetups so that they go well in videos 11, 12 and 13. In video 10, we looked at how to do things together and enjoy it. In today's video, I'll share with you my next top tip, being a good sport. This applies to when you're playing a sport or any other game like a video game, and it's to show that you can be a good player whom people will have fun playing with. Playing sports or other games can be a great way to spend time with other people and get to know them and even make closer friends with them. So, it's important that you create a good impression of yourself as a good sport. Tip 1. Play by the rules. If you don't follow the rules, or if you make up new rules in the middle of the game, then the other players might get annoyed and they might not want to play with you again. So you should always try and remember the rules while you're playing. Step 2. Praise the other players. It's really nice when other people say how well you've done. So, if you do this to all the other players when they've done well, they will feel really happy and they'll think of you as a nice, friendly, kind person. You could do this by either doing something or saying something. Things you could do are a fist bump, clapping, high five, or a thumbs up. And things that you could say are, nice move, well done, or great shot. Tip 3. Share and take turns. When you're playing a sport or a game, it's important to let everyone have a turn. Even though you may be really enjoying your turn, you should remember that the others probably feel the same way. So they want to go just like you. Don't keep the ball or the games console to yourself all the time. Tip 4. Don't referee. This is a bit like my tip, don't police, from video 4, building on conversations. So go back and watch that video if you haven't seen it already. A referee is someone who always calls out everyone's mistakes every single time. You don't have to be like this because that's not your job when you're playing with your friends. Remember, your job is to make friends, not to enforce the rules all the time. Instead, you can gently point out when someone's done something against the rules, but make it brief. Don't keep talking about it excessively, otherwise the other players might get annoyed and think you're no fun to play with. If you see someone make the same mistake a few times, you don't have to correct them every single time. If you keep pointing out the mistakes of the same player or players, they might feel like you're targeting them, even though this isn't true. What your friends do is up to them, not up to you. You're in my vein again. That's against the rules. If you do it again, I'll have to kick you out of the server. This is the 3rd time you've done it now.
All right, steady on. I'm leaving now.
Oh, are you in my vein now? You know you're not supposed to come here, right?
Whoops. Pardon me. Leaving now.
Tip 5. Don't coach. A coach is someone who corrects players and teaches them to play better. But that's not you in this game. You're playing as an equal with the other players. When you see another player make a mistake or do something badly, try not to call them up on it. They might think that you're bossy or that you're showing off that you're better than them, even though you were just trying to help them play better. Again, how the other person plays is not to do with you. So, if you have advice to give them, you could offer it. But if they don't want it, don't force it on them. Just move on.
Hey, are you mining diamonds?
Mm-hmm.
Looks like you're doing it wrong.
Oh,
This is how you're supposed to do it.
thanks, but I think I'm good.
First of all, you have to mine all the way down to bedrock.
Can't I just...
No. You have to do it like this. Then you have to strip mine until you find diamonds. Then mine them with an iron pickaxe.
Okay.
Oh, are you mining diamonds? Actually, that's a bit different to how I do it. Do you want me to tell you how I do it?
Yes, please. How do you mine diamonds?
So first I would just mine all the way down to bedrock and then strip mine until you find diamonds.
Tip 6. Don't be too competitive. Of course, the aim of a game is to win, but try to be a bit more relaxed about it if you're playing against friends. Remember, your ultimate goal is to make and keep friends. So try and make it fun for everyone. And don't be too worried about whether you win or lose. Just focus on having a good time with them. Tip 7. Help people if they get hurt and show that you're worried about them. If you see someone get hurt while playing, it's important to respond in a way that shows everybody what a kind and caring person you are. Rather than just ignoring the person, ask if they're okay and offer to help them up if they've fallen down. Tip 8. Suggest a change when you're bored. If you do get bored while playing the game after a while, try not to walk away or say, "I'm bored," because the other people might find this rude. Instead, you could suggest to change the game that you're playing by saying something like, "Shall we play another game now?" When you're playing a game, there will be winners and losers, but it's important to behave well and not hurt anyone's feelings, whichever of these you end up being, so that the other players think that you're fun to play with and will want to play with you again. Tip 9. Don't be a sore loser. This is if you start getting upset and making a fuss, or even saying things like, "That's not fair," or "That game was rigged," if you didn't win. If you do lose the game, try to stay calm and don't show that you're upset. Of course you will be sad, but don't let that show. It's only a game after all. To take this even further, you could even congratulate the person who won by saying something like, "Well done," or "Well played," to show everyone that you're super nice and friendly. Tip 10. Don't be a bad winner. This is when you show excessive happiness and you boast a lot about having won in front of the people who lost, which could make them feel upset and annoyed. If you win the game, of course you'll be feeling happy and proud, but remember that means that somebody else lost that game. Think about how they must be feeling. If you want to show everyone how kind you are, don't brag too much and stay quite calm. You can cheer a little, but not too much. And my last tip, ending the game by saying, "Good game." Whether you won or lost, it's a polite way to round off your game and show everyone that the main aim was to have fun, and you did have fun. This gives a great final impression of you as polite and kind. Let's do a quick recap of everything that we've covered in today's video on good sportsmanship. Play by the rules. Share and take turns. Praise the other players. Don't referee. Don't coach. Don't be too competitive. Suggest a change when you're bored. Offer help if someone gets hurt. Don't be a sore loser. Don't be a bad winner. And finally, say good game at the end of the game. I hope you found this video helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments on anything I've said, drop me a comment below and I'll reply as soon as possible. Bye!